Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fatou and today we're making jollof rice but the Senegalese way, and we'll be using fish, and these are all the ingredients that we're going to be using. I'm going to measure everything and all the ingredient list will be in the description. Let's get started. So here we have got one parsley, one small cabbage, one red pepper, one green pepper, and I think this is orange red pepper. I'm not sure what it's called. I had a good deal on bell peppers, so I just have all of them here that I'm going to be using. But normally you can just use the red pepper and the green pepper and you should be fine. And then I have one eggplant. I have hot peppers. I have pumpkin. I have sweet potato. I have 2 sweet potatoes. I have 3 potatoes. I have about 4 carrots, 3 fresh tomatoes, and this was 1 little pumpkin. I just cut it in 2 pieces. Okay, and then I have about 5 onions, and then I have 1.5 cloves of garlic here, and then I have okra. Okra is optional. My family loves it, so that's why I make this much. And of course we have the fish. This is 1 fish. I believe this is called the shepherd head fish. I've not used this before. This is gonna be my first time, but it was big and beautiful, so I felt like it would have went really good with this meal, so I went with it. But I normally use bluefish. Honestly, any big fish that you find there should be fine. As far as seasoning goes, we're going to use, this is the Poisson seasoning, this is adobo, and this is black pepper. And we're also going to use the cube Maggi and the jumbo and some bay leaves. And then for the fish stuffing, we have 2 parsley, we have half a green pepper, and then just a little bit of cilantro. The original recipe might not have that, but I love like the aftertaste of cilantro in my food, so just a little bit for the taste. And then I have hot peppers, and I have this much garlic, and then I have green onions. So that's what we're going to blend for the fish stuffing. And then we have some oil to use to fry the fish and then make the sauce. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to blend the stuffing for the fish. To start with the parsley, add 1 jumbo and 1 cube. So here I have a teaspoon, so I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of pollo, 1 teaspoon of adobo, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. So this is the consistency we have. So we're gonna pour that in a little bowl. Before I start stuffing the fish, I'm going to put a frying pan and then add some oil to it. That's 1 cup. 2 cups. So about 3 cups of oil. So you want to take a knife and pull a hole in your fish. So now we're gonna take the stuffing. I'm gonna open up the hole, and then just stuff it in there. You want to stuff as much as possible. Now you just want to add a little bit of salt. We're now going to fry the fish. While the fish is frying, we're going to blend all these goodies. So I have garlic, hot peppers. I have a lot of hot peppers because I like my food spicy, but you don't have to use that much. And then we're going to add the bell peppers. I'm gonna add the tomatoes. Now I'm gonna add parsley. If you have leftovers from your stuffing, you can just add that to this. I'm going to add my cubes here. We're going to pour that in a bowl. And now we're going to cut the onions. I normally do this in a food processor, but I don't have one right now. So I'm just going to cut it as small as possible. So you want to flip your fish over. We're done with frying the fish. So you want to remove it from the oil. Put it in a bowl. So now you want to use the pot that you're going to use to make your rice. So you just want to like pour your oil over it. Now I'm gonna take my jiji. I don't know, this is dried fish, and I think it's fermented fish. My Senegalese sister gave it to me, so I'm definitely now using a lot of it. So I took this much. I'm going to fry that first. I used to cook with this because I could never find it. So this is not really mandatory. It just gives it a flavor that only a Senegalese woman can give to the riga. But now I have it too because I have a Senegalese sister. I'm gonna let that fry in the oil a little bit before you add your onions. I fry it for about 2 to 3 minutes, and now I'm going to add my onions. So once you fried your onions on high heat for about I would say 10 minutes, now you can add the rest of your mixture, but you want to make sure you add it gradually because you don't want it to stick to the pan. So you add it gradually and you keep stirring. Alright, so now there's just a little bit of water left. I'm going to add, this is a tablespoon, so 1 tablespoon of black pepper, don't forget to stir in between. One tablespoon of the adobo, and I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of the Poisson seasoning, and then we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, water on the side to boil, and add my vegetables that are the hardest, that take the longest to cook. So that's the carrots and potatoes, and this is the sweet potato. Now most people will add water before adding the fish. I don't like to do that because I don't like my fish wet. So I add the fish to the sauce and I let it simmer for a little bit. So I put the fire on like medium to low, and then I make sure I cover the fish with the sauce. You're using 8 cups of broken jasmine rice. No, jasmine broken rice. So this is 8 cups. So what you want to do, you want to wash it really thoroughly. So I'm going to do this about 3 times. Then you want to take a drainer like this and drain the water out. If you don't have a drainer like this, you can do it. You can try to get as much water as possible out before you put it in the microwave. But if you're gonna be cooking, especially African food, you need to invest in one of these because we use it a lot. I'm gonna remove the fish and put it in a separate bowl, and then we're going to add the vegetables to that and add water. All the fish is gone. You want to scratch the bottom and make sure nothing is burning, and then you're gonna go back on high heat and you're gonna start adding your vegetables. Okay, so now our vegetables are cooked. I let it boil for about 25 minutes. So what you want to do is take a big chunk of the vegetable and poke a fork in the middle. If it goes right through it, then it's ready. If not, then you leave it for another 5 minutes and check. So just like that, that's ready. So I steamed the rice in the microwave for 15 minutes after draining it. So this is what it looks like. Now we're going to add the rice. So if you're not sure of the water quantity, remove some sauce and put it to the side and add it if needed. I've been doing this so long that I can just eyeball how much water I need. But the way I detect if I have enough water is you just need enough water to cover the rice. You don't want it to be all the way, like a lot of water on top of it. Okay, so the rice is about done.